Well, Rick brought his MCI5 in. Report of the problem was jake brakes weren't working. He had at another shop. They told him that half the jake brakes were working, but he never got them to work ever. This video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is the VPN that we use. That's the virtual private network. All the online banking and everything that we use, we can rest assured that our connections are secure and encrypted. You can also log on to things that you might not be able to access depending on your geographical location. So if you go to another country and you want to be able to watch a video that you normally watch here in the US, might not be available in that country, you can just select that you're from the US and still watch the video that you wanted to see. But really just the security of having the VPN for all the public Wi-Fi that we have to access when we are on the road, or if you're out, if you're at Lowe's and you're checking your emails, or you do some online banking and stuff like that, you want to make sure that you do have a secure connection with that. So we really do appreciate Surfshark. They've been a sponsor of us for over a year. We definitely appreciate them. In this day and age, online privacy and security is very important. It's super simple just to change your location, just a simple click in the app, and you can do that, and then you unlock the video content for that location. Click the link below in the description for Surfshark. You can get 83% off plus 3 months for free. So it's a super great deal. So click the link and check it out. We're moving the valve cover here to get to the jake brakes. One of the problems is there's a plumbing pipe right above it here. I don't know if it's gonna be able to come off. This might have to come out of here. He's added this is a vent to the inside water tank, but it looks like it's going to be 100% in the way to get the valve cover off. That was a miracle.
Yes, there is a God. Does that look like it's been off on a recent?
Yeah, and you can see where it's been leaking oil. See how the oil's up here on the lip?
Oh yeah, that's where it's leaking from?
Yep, I can see it all along the back side and everything.
And now, was that just from not being tight, or does it need a new gasket?
It was pretty tight. It was all the way down, so you're gonna need a new gasket. Okay, I'm just checking everything out here. Making sure these are tight here, because if these come loose, then you lose the oil pressure on them. Checking the wires for an obvious short, a ground or something like that, or a broken wire. Everything there looks good. The solenoid sound like they'll click, but we'll get a power on them in a little bit. So just checking for the obvious stupid stuff first. There's a little crack in the wire there I can see exposed on the inside, so I'm just going to test the solenoid. I should see it fire. The solenoid does work. Come over here, there's another crack in that wire. So the solenoids are working. So far, so good. Okay. Reach way up in there. That intake boot has a big tear in it, and dirty air is going right into the engine.
I can see it a little bit, so I don't know if you want to grab it and get your arm back in there.
Which end is your lens on? This end over here? That's a problem. Needs to get fixed.
Can't even see.
I can't see either, and I'm working.
I know how I get an angle of what you're doing.
I need a 1/2-inch wrench, please.
Yes, I have it somewhere. I know I do. Because it shows up when I go to set it up.
Okay, that's good for that step. Rick, if you could take off.
Nope. You want me to try to get it?
Well, it's moving some. I see fresh paint. Yes.
Okay, I need the 3/8 socket back for the 1/4" drive. Oh my god, what a total pain in the butt just to get the valve cover off. It took like almost an hour just to get to it. Oh, I gotta come out of the hole.
Do you see your meter I put over here?
Oh, yeah. It's caught.
Okay, you got plenty. Keep on pulling.
That's good.
Okay.
So when you fire your jakes now, you do hear them go off.
No.
Well, what do you mean? Half of them are working and half aren't then?
I'm sorry, say again?
You said one side was working and one side wasn't.
Well, that was a reference to mechanic at U.S. Coach. I never heard him work. Anytime I was going downhill, I flipped the switch, and I would never hear anything.
Okay, so that's something different.
And so when he looked at it, he said one side's working and one side's not. But I don't know how he could determine that if he didn't take the valve covers off.
Yeah, and I don't think he did take that off. Maybe he did.
I'm sure the quality of work that he does, if he would have taken them off, he would have changed the gaskets on me. Why, are they working over there?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't got to it yet, but I was just trying to.
Man, that air intake, that's a killer. Did all that work on that beautiful filter system.
Do you have an electric meter? A voltage
Yeah.
meter? Okay, so all these jakes are wired together, so they should all fire at the same time. So if you can pan over to that yellow wire over there on the jake brake buffer switch, I'm going to have him check for power on that. While I add power over here, it should send power all the way back to that. And that'll let me know continuity-wise if everything's connected. Because the other side I should be firing at the same time as I do this, and I don't think that it is. But we'll find out in just a second. If you want to go over on the other side with the camera and... They doing anything?
Do it again. One more. Yeah, they are moving.
Both of them?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Tell me when. Are you on it?
Okay, let me find a good ground here on the bus. Okay, I'm on it.
24 volts?
No, it's bouncing all over the place. It,
Should be saying like 24.
24, I guess that would be 24.9.
Yep. Okay,
23 point. Yeah,
so it's working though, right? And then that went back to whatever craziness it was doing.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So that we have power up to there. I'm gonna check your settings on the tune-up side of the jake brakes and make sure that everything is right there. And then after that, we'll have to get into the oil pressure side of it.
Right.
Stop. Go backwards just a hair. One more. Right there. Okay. That is definitely adjusted properly. The feeler gauges are just the right amount of tension. I can just feel it in there. Okay, go ahead and turn it over. Kind of slow now, slow. You're there, stop. It's nice. Great clearance. Okay, next one. Just a hair more. Okay. That's good. Next. Last one. Yep.
It also had a picture of the radar. It was showing the airplanes.
Okay, take that one off. Come on, baby. Yes. Yes. Okay, so the Jakes actually physically work, so now we're looking at the electrical side of things. I'm having them flip the switch on the dash up front and making sure I get power back here at the buffer switch, which I am. So now the only thing that it really can be is the adjustment in the buffer switch. So we can't really get to it very well because of this exhaust piping, or the exhaust wrapping around here. So we're gonna have to dig in there and try to get to the buffer switch. All right, so first I had him go up and add power, make sure that the Jake brake switch was getting power. So there's 24 volt coming to it when he flips the switch on the dashboard. So once he does that, the problem's, and then if I add power on the other side, the Jake brakes work. So the problem is the buffer switch, so it's probably just the way it's adjusted. So we're gonna get in there and adjust the buffer switch, because the Jake brakes won't fire if it's getting fuel. It needs to be in the fuel off position. So when you're running down a hill or whatever, the rack dials to off, there's a little spring in there on that buffer. If the buffer's run in too far, then it'll never release from there. It always still touches it, and it makes contact, and the switch doesn't get like it's supposed to. The belt and the coolant line's probably have to.
Yep, the coolant line's gonna have to come out. What's the best way to save my coolant?
With some very short wrenches, I was able to get in there and actually loosen that buffer without removing, because to get that exhaust wrap off, we have to remove the coolant lines. It's going to be too much of a pain in the butt. Okay.
Okay, how do you work that button?
You got to hit the starter button that's still oh no, that's emergency stop.
Stop.
You have to have it in the on position up front first. So get on the throttle a little bit. Okay, let off the throttle. Just gotta coast. That's your fix. Easy fix. So you feel it decelerate a little bit when you're doing that, and then once it gets to almost idle speed, then it kicks off.
That is great. I've been driving 4 years with a semi Jake brake.
I mean, I can feel it holding it back.
Yeah, I can feel it because I go forward up
Yep.
onto the steering wheel. Yippee! Woohoo! Excellent.
And you can flip the switch to off now, because you don't want to leave them on all the time in a town.
Am I still going through the town? Or?
You were going to have to, yeah. So
Does the engine sound good?
it sounds great. Your muffler almost sounds like it's not there.
Is that loud? Too loud?
It's pretty loud.
That's what I wonder too. It sounds like it isn't really a muffler.
Yeah, I think somebody's done something to your muffler.
Well, no, that's a new muffler I put on.
Well,
But did I get the wrong one?
I didn't look at it. Is it for the MCI? Is it shaped?
No, it's not an MCI one.
I mean, I like the sound. So it's less back pressure. Your engine's going to run cooler. It's just going to be a little bit louder. I don't mind it. I think a two-stroke sounds awesome. So
They tell me that they call these the Harleys. Detroit diesels are the Harleys of the world. They leak oil and they're loud.
Yep. So go ahead and click your Jake brake on here.
God, that's a great sound.
And then when you get on the throttle, it should go away. Yep.
Life is good.
So all that's working good. I'd go ahead and flip the switch back to off, just because you're going up a hill now.
And this is 20 miles an hour.
Yes.
I'm doing 35. That's not a good thing.
It's actually 30.
Oh,
There's only 20 if the light was blinking, so you're good. And your bus has plenty of get up and go.
Okay, so it feels normal, right?
Yep.
Because it goes right up to 72 and then stops.
Yeah, well, that's where the governor set at.
Okay, so it's not a problem.
Nope. I don't recommend recommend going much over 70 anyways in an old vehicle. Your stopping distance is greatly shortened. And
I know you guys do this normal around here. Has the city or said anything to you about it?
nope.
Got a headlight out, buddy. And make a left at this light, right?
No, you got to go through this one and to the next
right.
one.
Go left. God, it's beautiful. I want to buy one more. I have Jake brake.
Yeah, you could test them again here if you wanted. They'd probably work on this downhill.
You know, I just turned them on.
A little, yeah. So the transmission's not got the. It has to upshift for one.
Oh, that's gonna be a beautiful thing. Has that place ever been open?
Not since I've been here.
Engine sounds good, feels good.
Yep. Suspension's good too. Those couple of bumps that you've hit felt good.
Nothing I should look at, right?
Nothing I see. Yeah, a little bit of play in your wheel, but nothing horrible over there. Nice job. Sir, you have yourself a very nice bus.